inside the Niger Delta.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, the program is Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. Barely weeks to the governorship elections slated for November 16 in Bayelsa State, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the All Progressives Congress, APC, are engaged in a war of words over an alleged plot to rig the elections with the use of violence to intimidate perceived opponents. Governorship candidate of the PDP, Senator Doyediri, was the first to raise the alarm of an orchestrated plot to reenact an orgy of electoral violence in Bayelsa State. Senator Doyediri reportedly made the allegation in a meeting with United Kingdom and U.S. officials on advocacy for peaceful polls in Bayelsa, where he maintained that the APC was not ready for a peaceful election. A quick reply, however, came from Mr. Doifie Wokoribo, APC Publicity Secretary in Bayelsa State, who accused the PDP of trying to foster panic in the state in readiness to deploy its incumbency powers to subvert the electoral process. In the following interview with Mr. Kingdom Blessing, a lawyer and supporter of the APC, he reacts to allegations of planned violence in the November 16 governorship election. Our interview started, of course, with the first question on his response to the alarm raised by the PDP governorship candidate, Senator Doyediri, that the APC was making plans to rig the November 16 governorship election.
This is history repeating itself. In 2015, we had similar hue and cry by the incumbent governor, outgoing governor, Right Honorable Seriake Dixon, alarming so much that the federal might have been deployed to rig the election. But at the end of the day, it turned out that he won the election. So it is not as though we don't know his antics. We know the antics of PDP. So they are just trying to deploy or divert attention from what they are planning to do.
Are you saying that they are the ones who want to rig instead? APC
has no need or reason to rig the election. They've won already by implication, because David Lyon is a movement, if I should say so. It's a movement because he has galvanized the grassroots by his emergence, and there is palpable fear in the camp of the opposition. They know that, first of all, David Lyon is from one of the local government with the highest, about the highest voting population, which is Southern Niger. Although Yenegua has the highest voting population, but Southern Niger is next, and he is loved by his people. So even within the ranks of the PDP, there is so much defection that has created that fear. So it's only natural that they should have that apprehension. And it's not something that will just speak in the media, but you need to come on ground and carry out your research, your own assessment. And even the market woman on the street will tell you, we want a change. So David Lyon is here to change the narrative. Talk to Henry Seriake Dixon any day. He will tell you that his government has been focused on the people of Bayelsa State, and bringing development to them. Unfortunately, you cannot be a judge in your own cause. When Seriake Dixon came on board in 2012, I made a comment to some people, and even in the media, that I don't celebrate matriculations. I celebrate convocations. Because you could be admitted into a university for a program and you don't graduate properly, or you don't even graduate at all. And now it's time to call the result. The result is being called by the people he claimed to be governing well. So 16th of November is not too far. Let's cause INEC to deploy the right resources and have a level playing ground, and let the people's vote count. You will tell the story yourself, because I know for sure the people of Bayelsa State, rightly so, I would say that it's been a PDP state since 1999. Yeah. But the narrative will change this time around. Why? Because the people are fed up with rhetorics. They want to see performance on the ground. The candidate of the PDP, Senator Doyediri, is an experienced politician, a two-time member of the House of Representatives, current serving member of the Nigerian Senate, former commissioner in Bayelsa State, former deputy chief of staff to the governor. So there's a lot to say about Senator
David Doyediri in his experience as a politician, but there's very little to say about David Lion. Now, if you put that experience together and goodwill, do you think that goodwill alone is enough to surpass experience?
David Lion is not completely a greenhorn. He has served at the grassroots level as a chairman of one of the 32 local government that was created by Chief DSP Alamisi of blessed memory. And he showed performance. And for someone to run his private business with complex characters, if you will, you will appreciate the enormity of capacity he's got on the inside. But I have no doubt Doyediri is a Bayelsan. He's ably qualified. He's been a commissioner, no doubt. He's been in the House of Representatives, now in the Senate, no doubt about that. But when it comes to governance, you are not an emperor like we have now. It's not a monarchy. And even if you are a monarchy, this class of advisors you appoint makes your government. And what Bayelsans have going for them now with David Lion is because he has the listening ear. He doesn't take it from you. He listens out. And then he asks questions. So those inputs are what will drive his policy thrust in governance. He listens to the cry of the people. You cannot stay in your high horse and dish it to the people. You need to hear them because the government is about the people. So if the people says, we want road, you don't give them electricity when they ask you for road. No matter how well-intentioned you are, because that is what will please them. Even though in some instances, a government should take an unpopular decision for the benefit of the people. No doubt about that. But one thing I know, David Lion has the capacity to put together the material in terms of human capacity that we have. They are too enormous. We're not lacking in them. But deploying square pegs in square holes, listening to them with the available resources to translate the policy thrust of government for the benefit of the people is what is lacking. What we have is rhetorics.
Inside the Niger Delta,